Good morning, students. Welcome to maths class. Today's topic is the extension of quadratic equation for class 10. In my previous video, I explained you how to find the two roots of a given quadratic equation by using factorization method. Today I am going to tell you how to find the two roots of a given quadratic equation by using quadratic formula. So let's take one example. Find the roots of 4x square minus 7x plus 2 equals to 0 correct to two decimal places. Now first of all, we will compare this given quadratic equation with a standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So what is a in that equation? A is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. So from this given question, your a is 4, your b is -7 and your c is 2. After getting the values of a, b and c, we will apply the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is called quadratic formula. Now in this formula we will substitute the given values of a, b and c. So our b is already negative. Now we will put in bracket. So it is negative of -7 and positive negative, and in bracket we will write -7 square minus 4 into a is 4 and c is 2 upon 2a, or a is 4, so we will write here 4. Negative and inside also negative, both negative sign will become positive, so it is +7 plus minus -7 square will give you 49, and here this is 4 4 is 16, 16 2 is 32 upon 2 4 is 8. What we will get here? This is 7 plus minus. Now we will subtract 49 and 32. We will get 17 upon 4 to the 8. Since we have to find the value of roots correct to two decimal places, so our job is to find the square root of 17 correct to three decimal places. I hope you all must be knowing how to find the square root. You all must have studied in previous classes, but again I am going to remind you how to find the square root. So this is the procedure to find the square root. We will write 17. Since we have to find the roots up to two decimal places, then we must have three pairs of zeros to the right of decimal sign. So it is 0 0, it is one pair, second pair and third pair, and here in integral part you will make one pair. Now what is the integral part here? Whole part, that is 17. So we will take such a number whose square is either equal to 17 or less than 17. So since 17 is not a perfect square, so it will be only 4 4 is 16. So we will take 4 4 is 16. We will subtract, we will get 1. Then we will put point and we will take down this pair. It's 00. This number we will add here, we will get 8. Now this is 8 and this is 100. So we will take this 8 and take 10. So it will go one time. 81 1 is 81. 19 will left. Then we will bring down this pair of digits, which is two zeros, and 1 will be added here, so it will be 82. 2. Now this is 8 and this is 19. So approximately 8 can go 8 2s are. So we will write 2 here and 2 here. So 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. We will subtract 10 4 6, 9 4 5, 8 6 2. And then this last pair of 0 we will bring down here. 2 we will add here. So what we will get? 8 2 4. Now this is 8 and this is 25. So it will go 8 3s are 24. 3 3s are 9. 3 4s are 12. 2 carry 1. 3 2s are 6 and 1 7 and 3 8s are 24. We'll subtract 10 9 1, 9 2 7, 15 7 8 and this will be 0 zeros. Now our answer is come up to 3 places of decimal. So we will leave as it is. So what will be the situation here? 7 plus minus 4.123 upon 8. Once we will add this 4.123 in 7 and once this number will be subtracted out of 7. So it will be 7 plus 4.123 upon 8 or next will be 7 minus 4.123 upon 8. When we will add 7 and 4.123, it will be 11.123 upon 8 or now here we have to subtract 4.123. So 10 3 7 9 2 7 9 1 8 6 2 6 4 2 is 2.877. 2.877 upon 8. Now our job is to divide. So in 11 first we will divide by 8. 8 1 ja 8. 3 will left. 8 3 ja 24. 7 will left. 8 9 ja 72. And then 3, so first you will put 0, then 30, 8, 3 ja 24. Here, point 8 3 ja 24, 4 will left, 8 5 ja 40, 8 9 ja 72, and we will stop. Since we have to write the answer up to 2 decimal places. So now you have to round it off this number up to 2 decimal places and this number also up to 2 decimal places. So here what will be situation? 1.39 and here why? Because the digit which you have to round off, you will check the next digit, that is 0 less than 5. So it will be 9 only. Here next digit is more than 5, so 1 will be added. So your answer will be 1.39 or 0.1 will be added here, 0.36. So this is the answer of this question where you were supposed to find the two roots of 4x square minus 7x plus 2 equals to 0 correct to 2 decimal places. Let's see again what is the procedure. First of all, you will find the values of a, b and c. A is the coefficient of x square. In this question, the value of a is 4. B is the coefficient of x. So b is negative 7 and c is the constant term. After getting the values of a, b and c, then you will add quadratic formula, that is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. You will substitute the values of a, b and c. Here since b is already negative, so you will put negative sign and then you will put bracket and you will write negative 7. This will become positive 7. This is 49 minus 32. You will subtract, you will get under root 17. Now since you have to find the answer up to 2 decimal places, so your job is to find the square root of 17 up to 3 decimal places. So when you will find the square root of 17 in 3 decimal places, you will get as 4.123. Now 7 plus minus 4.123 means once you will add 4.123 in 7 and once you will subtract 4.123 out of 7. So after adding you will get 11.123 and here when you will subtract you will get 2.877 upon 8, here 11.123 upon 8. After dividing you will get 1.3903 or 0.359. Now your job is to round off the given value correct to 2 decimal places. So this is second decimal place. So you will check the next digit, that is less than 5. So nothing will be added here. You will discard all the remaining digits. Your answer will be 1.39. And in this section, since next digit is more than 5, so 1 will be added in 5. Your answer will be 0.36. I hope you all must have understood how to find the 2 roots of a quadratic equation by using quadratic formula. Alright, let's take another example. Find the roots of 2x square plus under root 5x minus 5 equals to 0. So first we will find the values of a, b and c. In this question, a is 2, b is under root 5 and c is negative 5. After adding the values of a, b, c, write the quadratic formula. It is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a minus b, this time b is positive so there is no need to put bracket, under root 5, here b square means under root 5 square minus 4 into a is 2 and c is negative 5 upon 2 into 2. This is under root 5 plus minus, this is under root 5 square will give you 5 and this negative and negative will become positive. 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40 upon 2 2s are 4. This will be negative under root 5 plus minus under root 5 you will find the sum of 5 and 40. It will be under root 45 upon 2 2s are 4. Now once you will add negative 5 plus under root 45 upon 4 and once you will subtract upon 4. Now 45 you can factorize. So what will be situation here? 3 15s are 3 5s are 5 1s are. So you can write under root 45 as one pair of 3 you will get. It is 3 under root 5 upon 4 or here 3 under root 5 upon 4. 3 under root 5 minus under root 5 will give you 2 under root 5 upon 4 or here these two are having negative sign so they will be added together. It is 4 times under root 5 upon 4. With this 4 will be cancelled out. 2 2s are 4 under root 5 upon 2 or negative under root 5. Children, since in this question it is not written that you have to find the answer correct to certain decimal places, so you can leave your answer as it is. This will be the answer. Alright, let's take this example. Find the roots of x square minus 3 within bracket x plus 3 equals to 0. Since your question is not given in standard form, so first of all you will change the given question in standard form, and to do that what you will do, you will open the bracket. So it is x square minus 3x and this negative sign will change positive into negative equals to 0. Now you will find the value of a, b and c. A is 1, b is negative 3 and your c is negative 9. Write quadratic formula, minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a and then you will put the values minus and negative 3 plus minus negative 3 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is negative 9 upon 2 into 1. Negative negative will become positive, plus minus under root negative 3 square will give you positive 9 and negative will become positive 4 9 ja 36 upon 2. When you will add these two, you will get 45 upon 2. So 45 will be your 3 under root 5. On solving under root 45, it will be 3 under root 5 upon 2. So it is 3 plus 3 under root 5 upon 2, or 3 minus 3 under root 5 upon 2. Now again in this question, it is not written that you have to find the answer up to certain number of decimal places. So you can leave your answer inside form only. You will take 3 common from here. So it will be 1 plus under root 5 upon 2, or here when you will take 3 common, it is 1 minus under root 5 upon 2. This is the answer. This is the way you will find the 2 roots of this given question, x square minus 3 within bracket x plus 3 equals to 0. I hope you all must have understood. Children, the next topic of this chapter is nature of roots. So to find the nature of roots, first of all you will find discriminant, which is denoted with the capital letter D, and discriminant D equals to b square minus 4ac. So anywhere if you have to find discriminant, you will find the value of b square minus 4ac. Now when you will find the value of discriminant, then you will get different situations. Situation number 1, if D is greater than 0, then what will be the nature of the root? Situation number 2, when D is equal to 0, then what will be the nature of the roots? And situation number 3 is if D is smaller than 0. Only these are the 3 possible situations when you will find the value of discriminant. Then either its value will be greater than 0, or its value is equal to 0, or its value is smaller than 0. When its value is greater than 0, then there might be 2 sub situations. Number 1, either D is a perfect square number, perfect square, or B part is either D is not a perfect square number. Now when D is a perfect square number, then the nature will be real, distinct, and rational. This will be the nature of the roots. If the value of discriminant is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, means it is 1, 4, 9, 16, then the nature of root will be real, distinct and rational. And if the value of D is not a perfect square, then nature will be real, distinct and irrational. Real, distinct and irrational. If D is equal to 0, then nature will be real, and equal. If value of d is discriminant is equal to 0, then nature will be real and equal. And if d is smaller than 0 means any negative value it is coming, then nature of root will be imaginary roots, not real, imaginary roots. So first of all, you have to memorize these three conditions. Okay, if discriminant's value is greater than 0 and if it is a perfect square, nature of root will be real, distinct and rational. And if discriminant value is not a perfect square, then nature will be real, distinct and irrational. Now let me clarify you the meaning of distinct. Distinct means different. The two roots will be different. Here real and equal. When the value of d is equal to 0, and when value of d is any negative value is coming, means the value of d is smaller than 0, then nature of roots will be imaginary roots. So it's very important to memorize these three conditions. Then only you will be able to comment on the nature of the roots of the given equations. Alright, this is the question. Discuss the nature of the roots of the equation 2x square minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. So anywhere if you have to discuss on the roots of the nature of the roots of a given quadratic equation, first and foremost you will find the value of discriminant. And to find the value of discriminant, you will find the value of b square minus 4ac. You will put the value of a, b and c. So from your question, what is the value of b? Or b is negative 4. So it will be negative 4 squared minus 4 into a is 2. And then you will put value of c, that is 3. Negative 4 square will give you 16. And this is 4 to the 8, 8 3 the 24. Negative 24. So negative 24 and positive 16, answer will be negative 8. After getting the value of discriminant, then you will see that out of the three given conditions, which condition this answer is fulfilling. So here what is the situation? Here the value of discriminant is less than 0. The value of discriminant is negative 8. Since the value of d is smaller than 0, therefore roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. So this is the way you will comment on the nature of the roots. First you will find discriminant, and then after getting the value you will check whether value of d is greater than 0 or equal to 0 or smaller than 0, and accordingly you will comment on the nature of the roots. So worksheet related to this assignment will be uploaded on the school website. You will solve that and you will submit the copies when the school reopens. Alright, thank you very much for seeing my video. See you in next video. Bye bye for now.